Hello. I know it's really dark, but I'm walking home from the dance studio. I just went down to the theater and found an empty room. And yeah, just coming back in the dark. So maybe see a little bit of people's Christmas lights, but I'm almost home, so I thought I would kind of do my little update right here. So I woke up at like 9 and read on the couch for a while. I got a new book for Christmas, and then I fell asleep, and that is how my entire day went. I woke up and read for a little while and then went back to sleep. And it did snow last night. I know I was saying yesterday that it was a nice rainy Christmas morning, but we did get our white Christmas. It just doesn't start until about 11 o'clock last night. Okay, there's a street light coming up, so you'll be able to see my little muffled up face in just a second. I want to tell you really briefly about the book I got. It's called The Aerialist. It's about a kid in like the late 60s who runs away with the circus. And you slowly find out through the story just kind of how messed up his home life was and all kinds of stuff. And I actually started reading this book back in high school, but it's quite graphic. It has some rated X material in it. Okay, not like X, like it's not supposed to be pornographic. It's just like the honest telling of a young teenager's life, and you know, he just does whatever. And sometimes it's silly and retarded, and sometimes it's nasty. But what I'm finding really interesting is it is a book about ambition. The kid wants to be a high wire walker, and he starts out, you know, shoveling out from under the elephants for the circus, and works his way up to, different jobs kind of in the background. And the part where I finished today, I haven't finished it, but I've got 50 pages left. He's really started working on his high wire act and learning how to be an aerialist. So it's exciting for me to read because it is about someone trying to do something that's physically very difficult and, putting a lot of effort into it. And he talks about loving, falling in love with working out and stuff. So that kind of speaks to me as a dancer. But I stopped reading it in high school because I was so offended by all the nasty stuff in it. And usually it's been my creed in my life to, if I start a book, I have to finish it so that I can't quit halfway through and then someone says, well, how do you know it was bad? You didn't finish. So I very, very rarely not finished a book, and this is one of the few that I stopped reading. And just for the last couple of years or so, I've just wondered, how did that end? How did that book finish? So I got it as a Christmas gift, and I'm going to find out today how it finishes. Maybe tomorrow. See how late I can sleep tonight. Okay, so it wasn't until about 6 o'clock today. Yeah, it was like right at 6. I got up off the couch and I thought, this is dumb. I need to do something with my day, especially with this workout challenge that I have. Okay, I'm running short on light, so I'll pause here for a second. And my hand is frozen in my bicycle because it's got really cold. So there's a writer on the internet, her name is Penelope Trunk, and she writes about a bunch of things, but she has an article called something along the lines of everything you want to do, or everything you want to accomplish, you can do in 15 minutes a day. And this is pretty true in some ways. For example, I practice the piano maybe 8 minutes a day. I'm not preparing for anything big and specific right now. I'm just picking at a couple of pieces that I eventually want to have learned, but there's no pressure. But I'm slowly making progress on those in just like 8 to 10 minutes a day. And then I'm working on my Spanish, reading the Book of Mormon in both English and Spanish, and I probably read for 8 to 10 minutes a day. It's not that much. And then this workout that I've been doing every day, if I really plow through it, I can do it in less than half an hour. And where I was just down at the studio, it took a little bit longer. I stretched more in between. I did extra reps of things if I felt like I wasn't doing a good job. But her point was, if there's something you want to get better at or accomplish, it doesn't take doing it 10 hours a day until you get to the point where you want to be world class at it. And she has a lot of articles on that too, about how the more specialized you get, the more things you have to give up. And most people aren't willing to do that or don't realize to what extent they need to do that. So, and I just really like her articles because I've always been a really ambitious person, but not a super focused person. I'm really focused on ballet right now, but my focus is still split amongst my different things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a ballet teacher and a ballet class accompanist and run a dancewear business and be a housewife and read and do all these other little things that are keeping me from maybe dancing 6 hours a day. On the other hand, what opportunities do I have to dance 6 hours a day? I have limited funding, and there are only so many community classes I can go to, and I can only do so much working out on my own at home. So that's her whole point, is what are you going to invest? I could take out a big old loan and send myself to school somewhere, but sorry, maybe this light's a little bit better. But I have a husband and I have obligations here in Salt Lake. So anyway, I just was thinking about how I didn't get moving today until 6 o'clock. Got up and did some stuff, got myself down to the theater by 7, and then I think I left the theater at like 9:45, and I got all kinds of practicing and things done that I wanted to do, but I didn't start until the later end of the day. So it just goes to show, like, once you get up and get going, you can do anything that you need to do if you can get the motivation there. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'm going to get up earlier, which means right now I'm going to go right to bed. I'm actually right across the street from my house right now. Go to bed so I can wake up rested and get all that stuff done that makes me feel good about having accomplished something in my day. Try and get that done before noon, because I do some other things that I'm supposed to do with my husband and with a friend and things. But yeah, just something to think about. Anything that you want to get better at, like juggling, literally set a timer for 15 minutes and spend 15 minutes a day on it, and then go do something else. And if you get to where you want to spend more time, or you want to refine your skill, and you think you can find a way to work your monetary means and your schedule around it, then yeah, go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm sorry if this was super, like the lighting is really bad, but just me rambling on my way home. So, all right, so today is the 4th day of this challenge, and so far I've done a workout every day, maybe not a top-notch one, but yeah, I haven't been completely useless, just mostly useless. Okay, everyone have a great night. Happy feasting, happy fasting.